Ladies, I'm here on the show. I'm here to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the San Francisco 49ers 30-19 reaction. See, obviously both these teams were missing key players. Tampa Bay was missing Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka went out of this game with a hamstring injury. 49ers don't have George Kittle. I guess Brock Purdy, if you want to consider that a key player missing. Juwan Jennings is playing through injuries. He's playing with 5 broken ribs and high and low ankle sprains. Yeah, there's so many key players were missing in this matchup. But yeah, great game from Tampa. Their defense, they played pretty well, forced 2 turnovers with Mac Jones, 2 interceptions. Mac Jones still had 347 yards, but I wouldn't say he played. But I wouldn't say he played great. I thought his game was probably his worst game yet of the few he started. Didn't have any touchdowns, had the 2 picks. But I don't know if Juwan Jennings should be playing, honestly. He only had 1 catch for 7 yards, and he's playing hurt. So, but yeah, Mac Jones, we'll go over his stat line here. He was 27-39, 347 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Mac Jones. I wouldn't be too hard on him. He fought like hell on one leg against a better team because, they're just simply better, There's no shame in losing to Tampa, but they did lose Fred Warner for the season today. They don't have him anymore. Nick Bosa, both those guys on defense, out for the season. George Kittle, I think he'll be back next week. But Mac Jones, I think he was playing a little bit hurt, most likely. So I thought he fought hard. It's just the interceptions come back to bite him. And they cashed in that first drive, the interception. The Bucks cashed in on Mac Jones' interception in the first quarter. See, I thought Mac Jones, he fought hard out there. It's just kind of the interceptions really hurt him. But for Tampa, Baker Mayfield, 17-23, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Also had 3 runs for 14 yards. Another great game from Baker Mayfield. He's been absolutely phenomenal to start this season. Now 1,539 yards, 12 touchdowns with only 1 interception. Phenomenal games, especially these last 2 weeks. 379, 2 touchdowns against Seattle. 256, 2 touchdowns against San Francisco. He's got to be one of the MVP favorites right now. He's one of the MVP, has to be at least a front runner for the most valuable player so far in this 2025 NFL season. He's been fantastic. But yeah, those were the quarterback performances for the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 17 runs, 54 yards, 3.2 yards per carry, 1 touchdown, had 7 catches for 57 yards. That's kind of the problem, like I said, with San Francisco. It's like they've struggled to run the football. Yeah, he had a good receiving game, but it's just they've really struggled to run the football with Christian McCaffrey. That offensive line just hasn't really run blocked well. But he scored his first rushing touchdown of the season, so. But somehow he's one of the healthiest players on the 49ers roster. Mac Jones had 5 runs for 13 yards for Tampa. Solid game from Richard White, 17 runs, 65 yards, 3.8 a carry and a touchdown. Had 3 catches for 21 yards, so solid game from Richard White. Also, Bucky Irving this week. Sean Tucker, 6 runs, 25 yards, 4.2 per carry and a touchdown from 9 yards out. He gets a touchdown. So you got 2 rushing touchdowns from the Bucs offense. So let's go over the receiving cores in this game. The leading one for Tampa was Cameron Johnson. 4 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown for Cameron Johnson. Don't know much about this guy, honestly, but Baker threw a touchdown to Cameron Johnson. Excuse me. Cade Otton, 5 catches, 51 yards. Sterling Shepard had 2 catches for 51 yards. Bunch of explosive plays, man, by the receivers. Tej Johnson, 1 catch, 45 yards and a touchdown. He caught a 45-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield. His first career touchdown plus the flipper. It's Tej Johnson. I believe Oregon legend. Tez Johnson. Igboka, 2 catches, 24 yards, but he went out with a hamstring injury. Just depleted at receiver right now, dude. Mike Evans had a hamstring injury. Chris Godwin was out in this game. Igboka goes out with a hamstring injury. So hopefully, Bucks don't suffer any more injuries because they already have enough fucking injuries. I mean, to their top 3 receivers now. I mean, Mike Evans should be back, and I think Chris Godwin will be there their next game. So I think they'll be fine. But hopefully Igboka, it isn't like a long-term injury. Rashad White, 3 catches, 21 yards. With their defense, their defense was fantastic. You had 2 sacks from Diaby. I'm not part of the nerd community. Jamal Dean, had a sack and an interception. 1 sack from Levante David, half a sack from Hassan Reddick, 1 interception from Vildor, half a sack from Vita Vea, and half a sack from C.J. Brewer, and half a sack from Roberts. 1 for 2 on field goals from McLaughlin. Their defense is fantastic. They had like 5, 6, 7 sacks on Mac Jones. He got freaking beat up out there. Kendrick Bourne, 5 catches, 142 yards. He had a great game. 5 catches, 142 yards with Kendrick Bourne. Had a great game against the Rams, and he had 142 today. Another 140-plus yard game. Last 2 games, he's been fantastic. Jake Tongs, 6 catches, 58 yards. Demarcus Robinson, 2 catches, 44 yards. MVS, 2 catches, 22 yards. Kyle Kuzchak, 1 catch, 9 yards. Robinson, 3 catches, 8 yards. And Jennings, 1 catch, 7 yards. Their defense, 1 sack from Williams. But that was it. Their defense really wasn't great. But their offensive line was pretty shit. Pinheiro, 4 for 4 on field goals. Buccaneers improved to 5-1. 49ers dropped to 4-2. San Francisco quarter by quarter. 3 in the first, 13 in the second, 3 in the third, 9 in the fourth. They outscored 10-3 in the second half. Tampa Bay, 7 in the first quarter. Then also 13 in the second quarter. So it was a very good game heading to halftime, 20-16. But Tampa Bay outscores them 10-3 in the second half. They scored 7 in the third quarter and 3 in the fourth quarter. Let's go over the team stats. Tampa, 352 total yards, 248 passing, 104 rushing, 7 yards per play, 19 first downs, 3 for 8 on third down, 0 for 0 on fourth down, 50 total plays, 1 sack, 3 punts, 5 penalties, no fumbles, no interceptions, 27 minutes time of possession. 49ers, 363 total yards, 296 passing, 67 rushing, 5.4 yards per play, 17 first downs, 7 for 16 on third down, 0 for 2 on fourth down, 67 total plays, 6 sacks allowed. Their offensive line was pretty bad, man. At least all those sack totals. Allowed 6 sacks. Their offensive line wasn't great. And then the 2 interceptions hurt them as well, especially at one at the start of the game. 2 punts, 9 penalties. Yeah, they also had 9 penalties, so it just wasn't a clean game, man. Mac Jones had 2 interceptions, sacked 6 times. You have 9 penalties for a total of 65 yards. No fumbles, 2 interceptions, 32 minutes time of possession. But a good win for Tampa here at home, proved to 5-1. If they can figure out their defense like they did in this game, they're going to be tough to beat because they got a pretty damn good offense when everybody's healthy. Their defense looked pretty damn good this game. So 6 sacks today matched their most in any game since late in 2021. With the 49ers, man, Fred Warner dislocated and broken ankle, all these injuries, and now you got that. But the 49ers, I felt like weren't going to win this game. Mac Jones, I felt like was playing hurt because I think he was listed as questionable. Brock Purdy wanted to beat the Bucks injured. The 49ers just simply weren't going to win this game. But Baker Mayfield's him, man. I saw some tweet like, "Oh, he's not good. He's elite. He's overrated with an elite team. He would be nothing without a supporting cast." Yeah, that's called getting your quarterback a supporting cast. That's what teams do to get their quarterback, targets to throw to instead of bums. They have actual really good receivers and good running backs when they're healthy and receivers when they're healthy. I don't get this narrative. People are like, "Oh, he would be nothing without a supporting cast." Yes, as would any other quarterback. But yeah, 30-19, Bucks win. So I'll say, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.